Welcome to Jom Studylah YouTube channel. Today, we will explore the fascinating topic of group chemistry for A-level students. Our focus will be on the understanding the pattern within group 2, 4, 7 and transition metals of the periodic table. We will cover key concepts like physical and chemical properties of elements in the above group, reactivity trends down the groups, displacement reactions. And let's get started. Group chemistry, group 2 and 4. Group 2 comprises of alkaline earth metals like beryllium, magnesiums, and calciums. And let's look into the physical properties and chemical properties of group 2. In terms of the physical properties, group 2, shiny and silvery metal, high melting and boiling points, harder than group 1 metals, good conductors of heat and electricity. On the other side of chemical property, group 2, it reacts with water, less reactivity than group 1, react with acid to release hydrogen gas, form alkaline basic solutions when they react with water, and form compound with A+2 charge. Let's look into the group chemistry of group 4, which consists of carbon group, like carbon, silicon, tin, and lead. And in terms of the physical properties, they have a range of hardness and conductivity, solid at room temperature except for tin in certain form, and vary from non-metals like carbon to metals like tin and lead. In terms of the chemical properties, group 4 reacts slowly with oxygen, can form both covalent and ionic compound, and they usually form 4 bonds in compound, which have a 4-valent electron. Let's look into the group chemistry of group 7 and transition element. Group 7 comprises of halogen like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. And in terms of the physical properties, group 7, shiny and silvery metal, and they have high melting and boiling points, and they are harder than group 1 metals, and they are very good conductor of heat and electricity. And in terms of their chemical properties, they react with water, less reactive than group 1, react with acid to release hydrogen gas, form alkaline basic solutions when they react with water, and form compound with A+2 charge. And let's look into the transition element, which comprises of iron, copper, nickel, and zinc. And in terms of the physical property, group transition element is hard, strong, and shiny metal, high melting and boiling point, good conductors of heat and electricity, and open form color compound. And meanwhile, the chemical properties for group transition element, they can form iron with different charges, often used as catalysts, form complex compound, and show variable oxidation state. This extra information, which is in this periodic table of elements, it comprises of the indicator for atomic number, atomic mass, and electron configuration, oxidation states, and in the middle you have a symbol of the elements, and it also comprises of melting point, boiling point, and density for gases, and electronegativity, and radioactive. This is an extra information included in this presentation slide. And let's look into how this group chemistry react with water, the reactions with the acid, and what are the important compounds that related to group 2 and also the biological and industrial significance. So, as mentioned earlier, group 2 comprises of alkaline earth metals. And when they react with water, especially magnesium, they react slowly with cold water, which is forming magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. And in terms of the calciums, react more readily, forming calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. And strontium and barium, they react even more vigorously, forming their respectively hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Let's look into the reactions of group 2 with acids. Example here, we have calcium, where they react with hydrochloric acids to produce calcium chloride. So this is the chemical reactions. And let's look into the important compound that related to group 2, where we have calcium carbonate, which is used in the construction, limestone, and as the dietary calcium supplement. And secondly, we have magnesium hydroxide, which is used as an antacid and laxative. And for group 2, that relates to biological and industrial significance, example, calcium, it is essential for bone and teeth formation. And the magnesium is a central atom in chlorophyll, and which is important in photosynthesis. Let's look into how the reactions with water, an important compound that relates to group 2 and group 4, which is carbon family, where carbon does not react with water, as you know. Silicon react very slowly with water to form silicon dioxide and hydrogen gas, and germanium, tin, and lead react with water to form their respective oxide and hydrogen gas. The important compound that related to carbon 4 is silicon dioxide, which is considered a major component of sands and quartz used in glassmaking, and lead 2, an oxide used in lead acid battery. Let's look into the group 7, how the group 7 is considered halogen that react with alkaline metal and important compound. In terms of the general reaction, halogen reacts with alkaline metals to form metal halides. Example, we have natriums and calciums to form sodium chloride formation. And the important compounds that we have here consist of 2 major, which is hydrogen chloride, which is used in the productions of PVC and other chemicals. And we have sodium chloride, which is used in the toothpaste and water fluoridations. And finally, we have group transition metals, which consists of iron, copper, nickels, and zinc, and how they react with alkaline metals. Let's look into the iron. Iron reacts slowly with the steam to form iron trioxide and hydrogen gas. Copper does not react with water. And zinc react with acid to form zinc salts and hydrogen gas. The important compound that relates to the transition metal is we have iron sulfate, which is used in water treatment as a supplement, and copper sulfate is used in agriculture as a fungicide. That's all what we have today. And it's that conclude today's session. And I look forward to see you at the next session. And please subscribe to Jom Study Later channel. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss any update. Wish you best of luck in your studies and upcoming examination. Thank you very much for your support and cooperation.